Hello, it's Jamie again. I guess I just got carried away making videos of my anime collection. This is the kind of the second half, but it's kind of the first half too. This is my probably 2000, mid 2003 to 2004 pickups I've made since I made my original video. So without further ado, let's go. All right. First thing we have is The Boy and the Heron. I have not read it. I have not watched it. It's still sealed. I really should. I'm kind of back on it. Next is Blue Giant. Again, I have the manga for this. It's about a saxophone player making it big. It's really good. And I have I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Really good movie. Really, really sad. Tearjerker. I bought that just as Right Stuff was going out of business. Then we have got Josie and the Tiger. That is about a young woman who can't walk, and then her guy who helps her out, and then they fall in love. One Piece Red. It was pretty good. Um, One Piece movies can be pretty hit or miss. It's good, but it's not great. It's fairly solid. Paprika. I have not watched Paprika yet. So much so I accidentally bought it twice. I have two copies of it. Then the Quintessential Quintuplets movie, great series. I'm, I'm happy they have this movie out, and there's like another, there's another OVA series on the way. And I love that, come on, Miku's right there because she's the best. Then we have Redline. I bought that used locally. That's a great racing movie. The animation in it is just out of this world. I wish they made movies kind of more like that. Then we got the Slam Dunk movie. Big fan of Slam Dunk. Happy that movie came out. Uh, it's pretty solid. I like it that they kind of made a movie following up a series hasn't been around for a long time. Then we've got Teasing Master Kagi-san the movie. This was great. I love it that it goes off of it's its own original movie, but it very much fits the tone of the rest of the series. It's about Nishikata and Takagi. It's that last summer of middle school, and they end up befriending a kitten at a local shrine and looking after it all summer. And it's a clever way for them to kind of be together the summer, but without dating. It was very well done. Then we got Lum. Always a big fan of Lum. I kind of just picked that up at Right Stuff's going out of closing out sale. I want to get the rest, but they're kind of tricksy a bit now to get. Galaxy Next Door, that was great. That was about a girl from an island who goes to the mainland and becomes a artist assistant to a mangaka, and the two of them end up falling in love. Then we have a Harasan wants to be, just a Harasan. And it's just about a young girl who's really quiet and shy, and her neighbor who's this really big tall guy who's a little aloof, and they slowly become a couple. It's pretty cute. It's funny. It's got a lot of cute little moments. I was surprised they made a season 2, but I was really happy they did. I hope it comes out on Blu-ray, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. Then we have Amagi or Amagami SS. That's based off of a video game. I really liked it because it's basically, because it's based off a video game, there's about a guy who gets dumped on Christmas, and then it's him the next year, and there's 5 different girls he can get together with. So probably every 2 to 3 episodes is devoted to him getting together with one of the girls. It's really nice. I think the swimmer was my favorite one that he got together with. Then we have the first part, To Banish from the Hero's Party. I really like this. It was about a guy who was the older brother of the hero in a fantasy world, and he's not powerful enough to kind of stay with the main group, so he gets ousted, and then he decides to become an apothecary, but he's still really powerful and helps out the little town he's in. And then he falls in love with a fellow kind of princess that was also an adventurer in the past, and they kind of run their little store together and deal with all the shenanigans and in their local area. And then the hero's party kind of wants him back too, so there's a lot going on. It's really nice, but it can get a little steamy, so you gotta watch out for that. Then we have Black Lagoon. Again, I haven't watched Black Lagoon yet, but I have all the manga for it too. Bocchi the Rock. That's just about the extremely shy guitar player who forms a band. I like Bocchi enough, but I feel her awkwardness kind of gets to me a little bit too much. It's not taking away from it, but sometimes it feels as much. But it's also really good at portraying somebody that has major anxiety issues, so I appreciate that. Then we have City Hunter again, Rio as kind of the clean sweeper of Tokyo, helping people out. He's got a good shot. This is a great series. There's a lot happens in those first few episodes that set the tone for the rest of the series. Then we've got Daigashi Kashi again. That's the candy. It's about a candy store owner and proprietor of. Is it a manufacturing place? I've only watched the first little bit. Then we have Dangers of My Heart Part 1. Again, great series about. It was a little too dark at the start, but then once it gets rolling, it's really good. I absolutely love Anna so much. How even though she's really popular and pretty and everything, she's a very down-to-earth girl, and I like that kind of juxtaposition. She's yeah, it's really good. Then Frieren, I talked about Frieren in my previous video. Great series, been reading it since day one. Series, it deserves to be, I think, one of the best anime of all time. Full Metal Alchemist is great as well, but I love that fantasy series so much. Oh, just the right tone. Then there's Golden Kamuy right there. Again, top 10 manga. Have not watched the anime, but I had to get season 2. It was on sale. Then Hitman Saito Another World. This kind of follows my joy of fantasy comedies. It's an isekai, which I'm not a huge isekai guy, but this one I really like. It's about Saito who gets transported. He's just a handyman, and he gets transported to a fantasy world. And in the world, he doesn't have any powers, but his handymanness kind of helps him with his little party. He helps like the old wizard remember his spells, even though he can't cast them. So he becomes really integral in the party, and he can fix things. And there's a romance between him and the knight, which is just the best. I love it so much. And there's also a ton of other great characters in it. Then we have Hell's Paradise, which is really popular. Season 2 just finished. This is season 1. It's just about an assassin, a ninja, who has to go to this mysterious island kind of as a prisoner because he gets caught to get a potion to bring, or not a potion, but to bring back kind of a fountain of youth for the emperor. But I love it in that the main character really just wants to get back to his wife. You kind of love that down-to-earthness of it. And there's also like another member of another lady in it too, who's kind of his guardian, like that has to look after him so he doesn't escape. And she's also quite great. Then Hensuki, that is a little kinky rom-com. It's funny. I won't go into much more details, but it's pretty good. It was on sale, so I got it and I'd watched it. I enjoyed it. Then Ice Guy and the Cool Girl. This is about, it's kind of like an office fantasy where people have kind of spiritual powers. It's about an ice oni, and whenever he feels strong emotions, things get icy, and he kind of slowly falls in love with his fellow office worker, who is this kind of cool, quiet, aloof girl who's really nice, but she's kind of the cool one of the two because he's always wearing his heart on his sleeves. And they have a great rest of the office characters in it too. There's a guy who's a phoenix. There's kind of a fox girl as well. It's really nice. Then we have Insomniacs After School. That is about two high school students who can't fall asleep. One guy has insomnia and the other girl does as well. And they both figure out that the old observatory in their school is kind of closed down, so they both have naps in there. They create a club, they get caught, and then they actually have to make it into a club. It's wonderful. The series is almost finished, done printing in North America, so I hope they make a season 2. And I'm probably 10 volumes in, and I'm just waiting for it to wrap up to finish up the series. Then we have Just Because. This is a very lifelike, down-to-earth rom-com. It's about a guy who's comes back to his old town just as he's about to finish high school. He's already been accepted to university, and it's him reconnecting with all of the people he was friends with in middle school that he grew up with. And it's nice. It's kind of got a bittersweetness to it of like people moving on with the next part of their life. And there's like, there's a girl in it that he's always kind of liked, But then, you know, a little Kohai who's in the photography kind of adds another element to this thing. It was really good, had a nice ending. Kokoro Connect, I have, this was in my last video, but I watched it over the thing since the last bit. It's really good. It's a rom-com about a body swap in this group of friends in a club. It's okay. I thought it would be a little bit better than what it was. But still, it's solid. And then we have, oops, More Than a Married Couple, but Not Lovers. That is kind of it's a high school rom-com, but it has a twist in that people have to, like in the final year of school, people are paired to become a couple. So it's about this kind of nerdy guy and this Garu girl who get paired up, and they both have to live together and be a married couple, but they both like, you know, another guy and a girl who are paired together. And if you do really well together, you can rematch. So the two of them don't get along. It's a classic Sam and Diane thing, or relationship. But then as it goes, it's really hard to know which girl you like more. I think they did a really good example of it. I mean, I still don't know which girl I like more in it, so it's really well done. My Dress Up Darling goes without saying. That's such a popular anime, but I started watching it. This may have been in my last video, but I started watching it, reading it even before the anime came out. It's really good. I'm happy it wrapped up, and the final volume came out this week. You know, Marin and Gojo are just the best couple ever. And speaking of really good couples, My Senpai is Annoying. This is about a tiny office worker and her larger than life senpai. The office worker, she's a little hard to get along with, and she's tiny. But her senpai, who's this really nice gregarious guy, he's just the best. And it's about the girl, you know, our main character kind of falling in love with him. But to me, the best part of the side characters, my favorite part of it is the little romance between Sakura and Kumaza. That's the kind of the nerdy IT guy. Not nerdy, he's just a gamer. And the receptionist Sakura, they're such a good couple. I actually like it more than the main. Then we have Singer Girl. That's a bunch of shorts. It's about a girl who can only speak in kind of rhymes poems, and it's about a delinquent who befriends her. And the delinquent, he seems rough around the edges, but he's actually a really nice guy. I love it. I wish it was a little longer though. Then we have Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I bought this when Rights Up was closing out. It's one of my favorite animes. I finally decided to bite the bullet. It's I don't know how to explain it. I think I've explained it before, but it's really well done. It's 13 episodes. There was a current season that came out too, but I haven't watched the current season. Then we've got Saber and the Star Sheriffs. This was one of my favorite animes as a kid, so I had to buy it when it came out to Discotek. Again, I bought it as a Right Stuff thing. It's just about kind of cowboys in space, where Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs kind of have a big mech called the Ramrod that's a spaceship, and they go around kind of protecting the universe from the Outriders who attack all the colonies that are in space. Then we've got Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. This is about Shikimori, who's this very popular, kind of awesome girl, and she falls in love with, I forget his name. But he's a guy who's extremely prone to bad luck. So Shikimori, you know, he's used to his bad luck, like getting injured, and Shikimori falls in love with this guy because he's so nice, and she also protects him from his bad luck. It's a great series. It's I love the manga, but I was hoping this would get a second series because it would wrap everything up. And in a similar vein, another really good rom-com is Tomo-chan's A Girl. This is about a tomboy, Tomo, who confesses on the first day of high school to the boy she's been best friends with since childhood. And he just kind of brushes off thinking, I love you too, man. So it's a comedy. And so the series is just about her trying to kind of be more girly to get her best friend to notice her as a girl more and become a couple. And it's got ups and downs. It has like her great cast of characters, her friend that's like her two friends. She's really tough in it. I love the dynamic between all the characters. It's so good. Then we have I probably can't pronounce this. It's Chirkagara Ray. This one, I'll just pull it out. This is like a rom-com. It's very similar in as Just Because, in that it's just a, a romance. I think it takes place in middle school, end of middle school, just about a couple getting together and all the relationships, all the ins and outs of it. But it's very realistic, like that it would happen to you. It's got a little twist at the ending, but it all works out in the end. And then kind of another, this is a rom-com that's a little, both of these, Yuzaki-chan season 2. I thought it was all right. It was a little bit better than season 1. I think because I had lower expectations, it went all right. But I like Yuzaki in the manga, so I had to get it. The next one is Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher? This kind of goes with Hensuki, in that it's a bunch of shorts about guys who find their teachers in compromising positions. And it's funny, and they're just little shorts. Then we've got Zom 100. This is about a post-apocalyptic zombie. It's a bit of a comedy because it's about an office worker who dislikes his life, but then a zombie apocalypse breaks out and he's excited because his office life was so depressing that having this new world that he's in now is much better. And then I have the Yu Hakusho box set. I decided to pull the trigger and just get it all in one because it came with everything. Again, I love Quabara, so I had to get Quabara in more compact version. All that big redhead look. And then we have the Lupin sections. These are kind of the TV movies that just came out. Angel Tactics, Steel Marco Polo's Treasure, or The Secret of Page of Marco Polo, Princess Breeze. The Italian Game, which is kind of just season 4, which is right beside it, in a more compact version. And I ended up getting season 4 because I realized I didn't have the Japanese one. I had just the dub. And then I also got part 6. And then finally, the lone DVD is His and Her Circumstance. I haven't watched this. It's a rom-com. It's supposed to be pretty good. It's long out of print, but somebody was just selling it locally. So I decided to give her a whirl, see how it goes. And I think that's kind of everything. Yeah, so that's all the anime I have. I might pick up a few little things. I think Cat's Eye is coming in the mail, and I'm going to go pick up Toradora later on today. All right, have a good one. Thanks. Bye.